Shout my hip hop since 1987 niggas. HipHopSince1987.com.
All right, so
one thing I want to interject. When I'm doing interviews with idiots, I take over the whole interview. But when I'm working with somebody like yourself, who I see as a future legend, somebody who I see, you could tell you like what you do. Because even when you're interviewing somebody that you have no business interviewing, they don't even deserve to be on your site, you still make it watchable. So I appreciate that, what you and Rick do. And B and everybody at the site. Even my man in Atlanta. What's my man in Atlanta, man?
El Dorado.
He happy than the mo. I seen him. That nigga be on his job. I was in Atlanta eating dinner. We walked out of the restaurant. He was in the parking lot. Like, he got the shirt on. I said, yo, get that nigga a raise, yo. HipHopSince1987 in the building. My nigga El Dorado. Look, seriously.
Yeah, I fuck with El.
We had a private dinner. Like, this shit, we found out about it like 1 minute before it happened. It's Jeezy days and shit. We in the joint. We at Frank's Ski restaurant. This nigga was outside. Like, it's like, who is your scoop, nigga? Like, we just, like, they was like, yo, mandatory meeting in 2 minutes. Everybody be there. Boom. This nigga was there too, with the shirt. Rick, no, I'm telling the truth. Shout out to my nigga. Shout out to my nigga though. You know what's up, man. C.o.d in the building. Shout out to my cash on the. Come over here real quick, man. Come holler, man. Get my boys, man. Get my Asian mob niggas, man.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
C.o.d in the building.
Yo, on my video I just had on BT, y'all hear me say I'm mob tied from the Muslims to the Asians. That's what I'm talking about, man. C.o.d, man.
You already, man.
If you in tune with the culture, you see what they out here doing, running around winning, man. Y'all think it's just about, I know they in the club smacking your baby moms with stacks of money, but they got a big plan behind all that. So don't think it's just bullshit going on over here, man. It's real life shit over here.
It's hard work.
My niggas is all, multiple streams of revenue. My niggas do the jewelry shit, do the clothing shit, do the music shit, the movies. We mobbing and we all working together, man. That's what it's all about. The new age shit is about all the winners and bosses coming together, yo. We all coming together now. What they gonna do? This what Donald Trump don't want to see. He don't want to see the Muslims getting money with the Asians. We bringing the nerds together with the street dudes. We bringing the religious leaders together, the political leaders together. Oh yeah, you see they
the new fly gear.
I got the.
I gotta go to the warehouse, but I got these.
My brothers got the. My brothers got to make sure I'm.
Just see, he just came home too, Trump.
What's up? Welcome home, bro. Welcome home, man.
Welcome home, man.
Look at that, right? Y'all don't have real shit like that go down with y'all.
He just came home. He just came home and his wrist is already lit.
Look,
you know what
right
I'm saying?
there, right there.
That's how we take care of him. You know what I mean?
Right there.
He came home with a stretched liver. And that's his everyday watch. You don't want to see his Saturday watch. You know what I'm saying?
I got to put this one now. Let me take the c.o.d off and put my boys on real quick, man. We're gonna do it like that. I changed my clothes 3 times.
Yeah, man.
3 times.
And it's crazy you called it before you said I'm gonna change my clothes 3 times, so just be ready. And for all y'all that's wondering, we is gonna start this seminar. Me and my man Tone Trump taking them on the road, teaching you artists how to get money.
C.o.d.
Sure.
HipHopSince1987. We in the building. Oh man. What's up, bro? Oh, feel wavy, bro. Yeah, I never look better than when I put it on, man.
Yeah, love it.
It's the real shit right here, man. We popping tags live on camera. You know what we do over here, man. Yeah, we get it out of there. It's all good, though.
Now, my man Tone Trump just literally got the full wardrobe changed 2 times, middle of the interview, 3 total.
Shout out to c.o.d.
And we about to get back into this conversation about Creed. Then we're going to talk about all this.
Let me show him this c.o.d spring jacket. That was a jacket. Shout out to Willie Esco. I do a lot of business with c.o.d. I was a big part of the relaunch when it first, came back.
Not just c.o.d, you do a lot of business with a lot of different brands. Shit, we're going to talk about the beard, soap. I'm about to walk out of here with a goodie bag, man.
I'm going to call you in a minute. All right.
Pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure, man.
Keep killing them, bro.
All right, brother, you too,
Love y'all, man. Be safe, man.
Y'all be good, man.
Hey, yo, bro. Welcome home. Stay the fuck home. You know the rest. I'll see you in a minute. Say less. I'll see y'all in a minute.
All right,
bro.
All right, appreciate y'all. We back at it. Yeah, I work with a lot of brands. You know what I mean? Big shout to 8 and 9. You know, everybody know 8 and 9. 8 and 9 is humongous, multi-million-dollar company now, streetwear brand. I've been working with them 5-6 years. If you remember when I signed with Jeezy and y'all came down, I hit them with the package 8 and 9 back then. Shout out to Ray, everybody over there. If you shop 8and9.com, type in Tone Trump at checkout, you get 30% off. I'm giving back. Maybe man, go to 8 and 9 and shop, rappers. Stop. You can't keep wearing them sneaker Villa cargos every day on your Instagram. Get you some Mike Sherry jeans. Shout out to Mike Sherry. I'm the face of Mike Sherry jeans. My belt is mint. This ain't no MCM bullshit. My book bag is mint. We got all these cooties over here. C.o.d just bought more stuff. We having fun.
Let's say roughly how many endorsements? We're gonna get how many endorsements does Tone Trump have?
Partnerships. I don't do endorsements no more.
I apologize. Partnerships. We talked about that before this got started.
We bossing up now.
There you go.
So when I sit down with somebody, like I had a meeting with Bungie Sneaks recently, and Bungie Sneaks was interested in me endorsing it. First thing I said is, I built this brand up. I've risked my life and my freedom for this name. I've been shot at because I'm Tone Trump. I've signed autographs because I'm Tone Trump. I got on planes. I've been arrested because I'm Tone Trump. So I've risked my life and my freedom for this. So I can't be nobody's endorser. You know what I mean? We got to sit down. So now that's why you got the Tone Trump red label Bungie Sneak coming out. I'm a partner in it. You hear my boys giving smoke out there in that drop right now. I'm doing something. I'll talk about that later. I'm doing good though. But anyway, back to the Creed thing. One thing I want to say just from a business standpoint that I'm proud of. You know what I mean? First of all, big shout to Ryan Coogler, man. 29 years old, super gifted, man. He did Fruitville Station, he did Creed. You know what I mean? I recently spoke to him. He talked to me about how he want to see me do more movies. He gave me the opportunity, wrote me in the biggest movie. And what I want to say about Creed is, I bought my my image and I bought my name about, I want to say 2011. So anytime my name is on TV, anytime my name is used for anything that makes money, I have to make money. So that's residual money. That's the way that my kids will be able to eat off this movie and this franchise forever. And that's what this is really about. You know what I mean? We doing this to, you know, like I heard Dame say, you know, hustle for your last name. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to make it with my Ibns. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never gotta worry about no trap. I know none of that. You know, I want to make it with my kids don't even know what none of that stuff is. You know, when they do know of it, it'll be from me telling them old war stories. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm out here risking my life, my freedom for this, for my family. It ain't about me, because if it was just about me, I've been good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, true story with Lahi. When I got the call that Jeezy was going to get on Afghan, I was already living in the loft in Center City. HipHopSince1987, no, they used to come meet me in my spot.
Facts.
I was living in Center City. You know what I mean? I was living in 640 lofts in 2012. I've been living better ever since, you know what I mean? All off the muscle and all off, you know, obviously the blessings of the Lord, but that just show you, like, it wasn't like I was doing my little rap thing and got a song with Jeezy and all. When he came to get on the song, I was already actively, independently making 60 to 100 a year off my independent grind. 60 to 100,000 a year, that's career money.
Facts.
So, you know what I mean? I was doing that, you know. I was touring since Meek had braids. You know what I mean? I was touring when a lot of the kids that's popping now was probably in middle school. I was touring and I'm still touring. I was on the cover of Straight Stuntin' magazine in 2011. It's K-Slay magazine. I just was in K-Slay's Straight Stuntin' Chronicles show in 2016. That's consistency. Episode 2, I'm on there acting and rapping, holding it down for the town. You know what I'm saying? So we in front of right now. We in front of Arabian Nights. Assalamu alaikum. We in front of Arabian Nights right now, and you know, the front part of Arabian Nights is actually Casa Juice, which I'm part owner of, a juice bar. You know what I mean? So that's just showing you, like, any true mogul, any true CEO has multiple streams of revenue. You know, multiple revenue streams, and that's one thing, mashallah, that, you know, we working on, we building from the ground up. So it might take a little longer. You know what I mean? You might, you know, but just know when you see me on my IG and and when you start seeing everything on my IG happening for me, you know, because that's like the visual everybody get, or you see it in my videos, you gonna know we earned it, man, and we did it the right way. We ain't do no, we ain't. When I say we, I'm talking about my team. I'm talking about my director Taya Simmons. I'm talking about you know my graphic artist. You know what I mean? Black Tag Media, Ben Jacobs. Like, I love these people. My DJs, DJ No, D1. I'm talking about Charles Paris, OTG, my media, consultant who does all my online, guiding me with my app and my online stuff, the Tone Trump official app. How many rappers you gonna interview from Philly who have an app? You know what I mean? You got to respect it, man. You got to respect it. Why do I have an app? If you go to the App Store, iPhones, Android, you search all of our names, mine gonna come up. Get the app. How many more people's gonna come up? They'll have their app in about 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Just like when I was on Twitter, killing and making money off Twitter. When everybody was doing free downloads, I was selling digital downloads on MySpace. This is 08. Caking, bro.
Yeah.
So you gotta respect it.
Well, I definitely want to talk more about the business, but I can't walk away without asking, what was it like working with Sylvester Stallone? Oscar-winning, Oscar-nominated. What was it like working with him? And what was it like working with Michael B. Jordan?
Man, it was all a blessing, man. Like, it was all, like, one thing I say, I pray and I prepare myself for all these different situations, so I'm never really in awe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had so many great things happen for us, like meeting and working with, with great talent and great people. You know what I mean? Like, I went from, Young Jeezy was my favorite rapper, and the next thing I know, I'm signed to him, I'm touring with him, doing music with him. So it's like, I met Hove, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got to talk to Hove. 50 Cent called my phone. So it's like, I don't really look at nobody and be like, oh, they go. So for me, it's just reassurance I belong. So when I was in hair and makeup, man, 6 in the morning getting right, and they didn't have to do much for me because I'm just so fly and wavy, but they had to do a couple things to make sure the light not too bright. They had somebody on set. Their whole job was to just make sure I had no lint on my lumberjack, and they had somebody that would just comb my beard out for each set because with the whole punch and falling, you gotta look the same every time. So they was paying somebody. I had an assistant who would go get whatever I want, walkie-talkie, anything Tone want, make sure he got 6-star chef food on set. And they also had somebody whose whole job was to come over, Tone, you okay? And they rub the joint, get the lint off the joint, and another person come over and just comb the beard. My enemy never gonna know what that feel like.
Hey, man. Now, did you feel some tight weight knowing that you was going to have to get snuffed in the movie?
No, wait, before we answer that, no rapper that ever dissed me ever been on TMZ looking as good as I looked on TMZ both times. $100 haircuts on TMZ, the Gucci glasses on, speaking eloquent, not on there looking like a coon, not on there being negative, representing my religion, representing my city, representing my company. You know how proud my mother was?
Yeah.
When Michael B. Jordan, when Michael B. Jordan is on a red carpet in Dish Nation match about the Tone Trump rematch. But to answer the question about the getting snuffed thing, of course I'm a nigga, man. You know what I mean? And it's funny because when I got the script, I said to my girl, before I even read anything, I said, yo, they better not have me getting knocked out. Because I already knew it was like it was a boxing movie, you know what I mean? And then when I read it, of course, you know what I mean, it was funny, man. That's one, shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Mike is a great actor and a great dude. And the first couple takes, they like, cut. So then finally, Mike pulled me to the side, he like, Trump, come here, man. He like, yo, listen, I know how you don't want to like I was basically like trying to look all cool and shit. Like, I'm like trying to get hit, like, yo, get that nigga, y'all. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, like, I'm thinking about all the, you know what I mean? I really was thinking about, you know what I mean, like my son seeing, to my sons, I'm Superman, you know what I'm saying? So them seeing me get knocked out. But then I thought about the check.
Yeah. Explaining that it's acting.
Yeah, it's acting, man. It's like, I think about, like Will Smith's first big role, he had to kiss a man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
6 degrees.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean, part of acting is like, and then recently I was on the set of Law and Order SVU. Look at that leeway. Yeah. So I was on the set of Law and Order SVU, man. Shout out to everybody over there, Marissa, who plays Benson, who's the most talented actress on TV. Obviously, you know what I mean, hanging out with her. She took a selfie with me, got me all lit. And big shout to my big brother and one of my mentors, Ice-T. And one of the things Ice taught me, one of the most priceless gems he gave me, he said, in order for Hollywood to take you serious, you have to play something other than like a street dude or a tough guy, or, you know what I mean?
Something out your comfort zone.
Right, and like he gave me the example of him having to play a cop in New Jack City, but also whatever character it is, to have some type of an edge because I am who I am and I look how I look. So I got a big role I'm working on to kind of justify that for Hollywood to take it seriously. So, to get punched, it was like, yo, man, I ain't had to do nothing, no disrespect, but no homo. I ain't had to do nothing, that was morally wrong, you know what I mean? I didn't, I've been in plenty of fights. I didn't take punches before, so that wasn't like, oh, man, I gotta humiliate myself. So if that's the best they could do, like, oh, you got punched, it's like, yo,
bring it on.
My name was in the credits, man. You know what I mean? And your girl love Creed. I don't care how much you hate Tone Trump. Niggas, girls love. Yo, the women love Creed. The haters even, everybody love Creed. Come on, man, you can't, let's go, man.
Great movie. Now,
believe that.
You talked about being on the set of Law and Order, so what's the next role? What's going on?
The next role that I'm excited about, that I can only talk about briefly, is I'm in a movie called Against All Odds. I got a 45-page script, a lot of major actors in there, and all I'm gonna say is I'm excited about it. And this movie is also, we shooting 3 months for the interior shots are going to be shot in LA in the studio, but the exterior shots are going to be done in Philly, because this is another movie where it's supposed to be, basically, the little bit about it is I'm playing, my best friend is a rapper who, chasing his dream or whatever. We get in some trouble, I go one way, he go another way, you follow the storyline. I play a character named Gage, so that's a big role I got coming up. I'm also signed on to do a Netflix joint called Chronic Club, where I'm playing, I sell weed in this joint. So these joints, they got me, I'm
I like it.
But I'm actively working, and Ice-T got a production company called Final Level, so he's getting in on my films that I co-wrote with Taya Simmons, West Side Story. We got another joint coming out called Dobbins, which is gonna be real dope. Dobbins the school, so that I co-wrote with her. So gotta stay tuned, man. So I got a little taste. That movie treatment, that movie money, that was different. I saw why, David Banner is one of my big brothers. I seen why guys like David Banner, Luda, different Ice Cube, they get a taste of that life, because it's so much different, just the treatment, I had my own trailer, man. That was dope, I remember my trailer. I got paid when I got my first check. It showed me I had to come down one day for wardrobe and try on a bunch of different clothes. And when I saw the check and I saw I was getting paid $100 an hour to try on clothes, I said, man, I would have took way longer trying on them clothes if I know I was getting paid $100 an hour, man. I'm a hustler. I'm the greatest hustler alive. But
I don't know if this look right.
But one thing I did do, man, I tried to involve everybody, even for my small as my part was, I tried to make everybody was a part of it, I got about 15 people paid on the set of in the movie Creed, from my little sister was an extra to people that you didn't even see, but I know Bradsko, Stilled Up Ace, who was Ace Capone, oldest son, got him in there as an extra. All my dogs was in there right behind me, M. Latin, Sib, Mossberg, Pretty Nitty, these my bros. OCG was supposed to be in it, he went missing right before the time to shoot, but he know I called everybody. Because once they told me, when I got the script, it said Tone and Tone's Posse. So once I saw Posse, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta let my boy, y'all gotta let the Beards be behind me. Chink the Barber was with me, my whole gang. So I had, Art Star, Ryan, Ryan, do his thing. Me and Ryan ain't the closest friends, but I see him striving and he's good at what he do. Yeah. I called him, I said, yo, he go to casting agency. I told him you gonna be hitting him up, you my peoples. He got a little shine in that joint. He got his first movie check, I've always been about extending my hand. I never got no type of look and didn't want to share the blessing. And that's why I'm always getting more and more blessings. That old saying when they say, you never gonna shine throwing shade. A lot of these niggas throw so much shade, you gotta look at certain dudes that y'all be saying, it's people in Philly that y'all be like, so hot, man, he should have been got on. Maybe it's something about his heart that he didn't get on. Maybe his heart was dark. Maybe he ain't genuine about showing love to others. Cause I know when I was on the cover of Straight Stuntin' magazine, and the lady who interviewed me, Chanel Jasmine, who interviewed me for that, she also interviewed me for Double XL too. But when she asked me about Philly, and I said names like Chill Moody back in 2012 when nobody knew who he was. When I got the headline of SOBs and they was charging people to open up for me, and I said no, I want Philly acts opening up, and I reached out. I got Young Savage, his first time in New York performing, killing it. I got Ground Up, a group that a lot of people probably don't know on this site far as the street rappers, but look up Ground Up. They're a group based in the Philly suburbs who constantly touring now and doing their thing, but back then nobody really knew them. Now they popping, they eating. And I had Chill Moody open up too. I brought I know Bradsko on my set. I had Freeway and Cassidy on stage for the first time together, taking pictures together, showing love since that battle. Before Beans went to jail the last time, I brought Beans on the road with me, made sure, get him some bread up. 2012, I was taking Free everywhere I was going, bringing him out, getting them paid every time. I've always called people and reached out with good business. I'm never the guy that's just like, I don't DM nobody, say, yo, let's work, or leave comments. If I hit you up, it's about some paper, about some business. Even the founder of this site, he'll tell you. I call him when I'm in the studio with Karen Silver. I linked him with Funk Master Flex. These are things, when I seen his brand being good enough to where I could be like, yo, I remember showing K Civil, like, yo, this kid B, yo, he mixed up, he dope, check the site, you know what I mean? Not to say I did it or to put him to me. It's just the right thing to do.
Show
You see anything from this town that look like it could win? There's certain people from this town where I look at and I'll be like, I can see that working and winning. You know what I'm saying? That's why with the names I say, I'm fans of them. I believe in it. Like, I can see it being something.
Yeah.
Some of this shit y'all post up, I be like, why they putting that shit up? They make the city look dumb. Them niggas is corny. They can't interview. I mean, some of them could rap good, but that's all they could do. And this shit's so much bigger than that. Yeah. But then you got certain movements and certain artists where I be like, yo, I can see that. Yeah. Like, have you seen Lean Bean perform live?
Not.
Go see Lean Bean perform live. She should be opening up at the TLA for any big acts because she has a star quality that she can blossom.
And you know what? It was a long time ago. But
yeah, you need.
I'm sure I need to see it again.
Like Lean Bean needs to be like when certain people come to the TLA, right, or come to any of these places. Like when Future was just here. Any artist from Philly that does any type of music, well, I shouldn't say Future because now all these niggas sound like him. I don't know what the fuck, but that's another conversation. But what I mean by it, Rick, and I know y'all can agree with this, if Yo Gotti is performing in Philly, right, it should be 4 Philly acts of guys who are making noise, who have some type of similarity with Yo Gotti is doing. Whether it's Cree Forge, whether it's Garcia and them niggas, whether it's OBH, you know what I mean? Yeah. To give them, because when them 2,000 people come see Gotti, they should be seeing somebody in that run.
But that's the promoter's responsibility, would you?
No, it's our
everybody.
It's us putting the pressure on. If we count on the promoters, we'll never.
Facts.
You see what they doing? They rather sell them slots. You ever go to the TLA and there be 3 opening acts you never heard of? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be like Asia Sparks, and then it'd be like Bobby Dickey and the Bozo Band, and you like, who are these guys, man? 100 niggas on stage, none of them you can't understand what nobody's saying, no stage presence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit corny. We need to make it where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like follow what I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill was at the big stadium. You know what I mean? It need to be PNB Rock. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Core. You know what I'm saying? Then when certain people come here, you know, if somebody could Waka come here, Lil Uzi need to be on there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If Prince come here, I should be on there with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm on. You see what I put myself.
Not look.
Black rock star.
Hey man. Hey man.
You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It should be a vibe where like, and we have to put that pressure on.
Now I do think putting some of those unknown people,
shout the Hollow Man too.
Some of those unknown people, that does also give them that opportunity to introduce themselves.
No,
because I will say it's a couple guys I never heard of and impressed me opening up at the TLA.
No. The first time I seen Yaz perform, Yaz, who now is on Empire, one of the biggest shows on the planet. I seen Yaz perform at the TLA when I was at the TLA, like shooting through the show Love, and I watched Yaz perform and I was like, he's a star. And I met his mom that night, and I talked to his mom, and guess what I did? I took Yaz on the road with me, spot dates. I took Yaz to Wisconsin with me and North Carolina with me years ago, 2-3 years before Empire. You know what I'm saying? Not because I thought he was going to do nothing. I just was like, he's a star. I took Yaz. I had Yaz with me in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Nobody knew who he was. He went out there, and within like 10-15 minutes, the crowd was acting like he was Chris Brown. His presence, what he do. You know what I mean? So when I seen him get his blessing, I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? And there's more to that. And when you say the unknown people, they're unknown maybe to the masses, but in this culture, we all know who's who. So just because they unknown to like maybe the crowd that's coming to see Yo Gotti, we kind of know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if somebody say, yo, you know my cousin rap. Who your cousin? They say somebody. If we don't know them, you know what I mean? They ain't really.
They're not at this. I feel you.
Not even. I'm saying they gotta be like booming. Cause I remember when I was first coming up, Rick and B always say, people say, you know, we know who Tone Trump is, but we never heard his music. People used to always say that. Now that's common. People say that about everybody now because everybody now is what? Everybody's all about social media.
Yeah.
I've been about social media. I won Twitter of the Year at the 2009 Philly Hip Hop Awards. When nobody, you know, when they said, and the Twitter of the Year goes to Tone Trump, I saw a nigga say, man, what the fuck is Twitter? Ain't nobody on Twitter. I was making bread though. Yeah. And then they came on 2 years after that talking about, yo, follow me back on Twitter. Yo, follow back. Yo, follow back. Follow back. To this day, them niggas got 2,000 followers. Niggas is out. Niggas is not. We on something else now. We trying to find the next thing. We on this app wave now. Shout the simple apps. You know what I mean? Shout the OTG. Please go get the Tone Trump app. You know, we can go to the app store right now and you can search a lot of them dudes, man, it's going, what is it going to say? No results, fam.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You search Tone Trump, it's going to say download, yes, no, it's free, updates, you know what I mean? I'm going to find a way to showcase a lot of independent artists too real soon. And also my site, 247trump.com.
Now, I was going to ask you, how do you capitalize off of being in Creed? But, I mean, you're more than capitalized. At this point, you need to make sure you eat the food on your plate. One thing you got is that 5 single, like you said, featuring, produced by CeeLo Green.
5-time Grammy winner, CeeLo Green. Goody Mob, CeeLo Green. Gnarls Barkley, CeeLo Green.
Yes.
The Voice, CeeLo Green. Dungeon Family, CeeLo Green. Musical Genius, CeeLo Green. Let's do that right. Yeah.
How'd you line that up?
Relationships.
I'm gonna say not that it'd be
winning. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I'm a guy. You know, like while these guys was all running down the club to take pictures with rappers. You know, I build real relationships with these guys, and I work and I built my brand where I'm a good look. If you can't get no money on your own, nobody think they can get money with you. I'm successful, so if I reach out to an artist,
listen to that.
Listen to this. I've never paid for a feature. You know what I mean? I never. You know, like I told you, when I got the call that Jeezy was gonna get on Ev Gear, and they was at Howard Homecoming in DC. I was in my Center City loft. You know what I'm saying? I got the call. It wasn't like I was sending songs out. Hey, please get on my song. I don't know. Like, these guys be knowing people that know the rappers, so they run down. You know what I mean? They follow behind them and chase behind them all day to get one picture with them. I don't do all that. I just pray, I work, and I build relationships. Me and CeeLo and Gip, they my big brothers. They been my big brothers. I never asked them for nothing. You know what I mean? From them, you know, when CeeLo was in Philly 5 years ago speaking at Children's Hospital, they called me down. I go mob with them. I ride around with them. We go to the hood. No fanfare, no Instagram. We go grab cheesesteaks. When I'm in LA, we hit Fairfax. We shop together. I hit Gip my brother. CeeLo my brother. It's not just about rap. So when I finally, I was vibing the Ross album, the Black Market joint, which I think is one of his best pieces of work. And I was vibing the Ross album, and I was listening to the second track had CeeLo on it, and I just loved it so much. And it was the Mama joint, talking about his mother. And as I'm working on my project No Heart No Money, my upcoming EP, I reached out. I had sent just a bat signal saying, man, I love that vibe on that joint. Ooh. And really, Big Bro was like, yo, man, when we working? And I sent over some beats, you know what I mean, from my producer, and he called me, and he was honest. He was like, yo, the beats was dope, but I ain't really catch a vibe. But I got this idea. I'm gonna make this beat. Man, he let me hear the beat he was talking about, like the vibe, like a sample. He hit me back like 40 minutes later, the beat done. Said, you want me to do the hook now, or you want to just write to the beat? I said, man, I ain't worried about no writing no beat. I want that hook now. Inshallah. And Big Bro hit me like an hour after that and was letting me hear the hook over the phone. You know what I'm saying? Me and my lady was turned up, and the rest is history. You know me, I went right in. Yeah. Get the record right out. We already moving on it. The campaign is strong.
5 campaign.
You know, you can go to 247trump.com, get you the 5 merch that I had on earlier. You know what I mean? This is where you do the cutaway, show the 5. You know what I mean? Show the Tone Trump sneaks. You better get your cutaway on heavy in this rig. This ain't them other niggas, man. But yeah, we got the 5 campaign going strong, and a lot of people don't even know CeeLo produced, so I'm honored to just be able to, you know, run around. And then what's even bigger, you know what I mean, like, to do a record with somebody that got 5 Grammys and he's supporting the record, you know what I mean, no politics. He reposting it, he's mentioning it in every interview he do. He on tour right now on the Love Train tour, and just watching every interview, every radio, every Hip Hop DX, you know, he's meant, you know, they say, what you do, you know, what you working on, and he says, I was on Kendrick new album, and I just did Tone Trump new single. Mashallah. So
that's love.
Big Bro CeeLo Green, I love you, man. 5, man. Y'all go get that right now. And the video coming soon, of course, directed by Taya Simmons. You know, I'm definitely gonna invite the site out, so you know, y'all come get some exclusive.
We'll be there.
Chop it up with CeeLo and all that. So you know what I mean, 5, go get that right now, man.
So what music are you gonna have following? I know it's a mixtape coming, but what's the follow-up record? Like, give us the plan, give us the layout.
5 remix.
Alright, can I ask who's featured on it? I'm sure it's
gonna be big, man. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we right now, we on the original right now, so that's the campaign. Okay. I got a lot of big records coming. You know what I mean? I've worked with almost everybody I ever really wanted to work with, so now it's about challenging myself to work with different talented artists, you know what I'm saying? And working with some of the biggest artists in the game. You know what I'm saying? All off my own merit, all self-made. No hookups, nobody calling, no dope boy sponsors, no begging, no running down Vanity Grand to take a picture and putting a crazy caption. Me and my bro, we working. No, none of that. Hard work, dedication, salats 5 times a day, and them respecting what I do, because that's important.
Very important. Very important. Like you spoke on something a couple minutes ago that
my big bro right there.
These artists gotta really.
Hey, big bro, what you say? What?
Alhamdulillah.
You see the Muslims around me, being around the believers. You know what I mean? Because when you depend on the law, you don't got to depend on nobody else. So I gotta give y'all some dawah. You know what I mean? So I got the believers around me. I got good brothers around me. Like my dentist is Muslim, the restaurant is Muslim. You know what I mean? These are. You being around, it strengthens your faith. And that's what I was, my first run, that's what I was missing. I was on a high, I was worried about money. You know what I mean? When I was on tour with Jeezy, it was times where I would spend $8,000 in one day. And then the law humbled me, stripped me of all that. You know what I mean? And I sit back and you like, where'd it all go? And you like, that's all nothing. Now it's about owning, bossing up, ownership. You know what I'm saying?
You spoke on the relationship piece. Like you said, these artists don't understand it's a difference between knowing somebody and having a relationship to the point where somebody will do something and work with you.
Well, this is the first thing. If you meet somebody that had the prospective business opportunity with, whether it's music or whatever it is, you gotta get this social media stuff off your mind from the first. Like if you run up on somebody and the first thing you try and get is a picture with them, maybe they looking at you like a fan right away. If you run it like a business, they'll treat it like a business. So like, you know what I mean, when I had the opportunity to meet Jay-Z, the last thing on my mind was to be like, yo, let's get this pic real quick. I expect to meet him again, so I'll be able to, you know what I mean, that's, you know what I mean, of course the nigga in me wanted to pick.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean, but it was like,
bigger than that.
Like, you know what I mean, like this ain't, right now this ain't it, you know what I mean, like there's a lot of dudes I've been around, a lot of major female artists I've been around, and the last thing on my mind was like, let's get this for the gram. It's more like, you know what I mean, it's on Trump, man. And one of the best feelings is when you meet somebody that you admire and you go to say something to them and they already know who you are.
I know, that is a great feeling.
That was one of the great feelings when I initially first met CeeLo and Gip. I was on my way to MTV. I was going to Viacom to turn in my wifey video, the first video I got played. And when I was coming up the escalator, I read somebody that was with him lip say to go to him Trump. And I felt good, you know what I mean? These dudes that I looked up to, you know what I mean? Not to mention, when I took the wifey video up there, I went up there, no help, no nothing. When I was walking in, Charlie Mack was walking out. He was just submitting Meek's Rose Red video. So you know he got a super heavyweight going in there batting for him. I went in there to meet with Tuma. It was just me and my man Eric Bell, who shot the video at the time. So it was really I'm doing all the talking. He was there, and Tuma asked me. He said, "Why you do so much? Why you don't got Charlie Mack?" And he knew about Mark and Sherm. He asked me about them guys, and it was just like, I don't got them dudes, man. I'm in here bossed up though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes the road will be rougher, but the reward will be sweeter. You know what I'm saying? When I went to go get on HipHopSince1987, I hit Rick up. I got people I could get to do that, but Rick won't respect him more because you know his bro still hitting him up. You know, Creed or not, I'm hitting my bro. That's why if it's slow up, and bro ain't gonna be like, oh, now you want to hit me up. Nah, I hit them dudes up all the time. I hit B from HipHopSince1987. We talk about our kids. You know what I mean? We talk about life. So my relationships, you know what I mean? Even Snowman. You know what I mean? Like I was at Jeezy's son's birthday party. Like it ain't just rap. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is relationships. Relationships is bigger than money in any business because we've seen so many people have all the money in the world and still not win. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stay focused, man.
Shout my hip-hop since 1987, niggas. HipHopSince1987.com.
If you spit a hot rap on the camera, motherfuckers gonna watch that. If you think you gonna put your little single out, girl, shake your ass, whatever you wanna do, you put that out, nobody's gonna tune into that, I promise you, man.